Today's episode of Working Man's Restorations, we're going to work on some more of customizing my Kenworth. This here is a sewn-on real leather steering wheel cover. My wife bought it online for like 20 bucks. It is real leather. I did test fit it. The only problem is I did end up tearing the old one off because there was like an inch between it wasn't going to sew in straight. It's not going to be perfect like this original one was, but it's gonna work. I test fit it yesterday and it does fit. I got my wife out here now cleaning all the glue off of the steering wheel because there's a glue residue left on there, and we use this rubbing alcohol. My wife's doing an awesome fine job here. But the old one did go all the way down into here and stuff. And, for now, that it was torn up over a third of the wheel. So, there's Buzz. All these panels right here are going to be covered with that fake wood. We buy it for, I think it was about $100 for all four. So it goes down there by the knobs, goes down around the instrument panel, goes down around those instruments, and those four over there. They do make one for the glove box, but I'm not going to get that one because it's just such a big area, and it won't look right. So plus my wife likes to put her feet up there, and I don't want her to have to worry about stressing on getting that scratched up. So we're going to work on installing this stuff today. I'll get right back to you once we get it going. Okay, so this is all nice and clean. I don't know if this was like this before or I caught it with the knife. I'm not sure, but I don't think I did because I cut everything like up here. So not sure. But this looks like a brand new steering wheel right now. My wife did a really good job. But you can tell where all the texture's gone right here. That's where it was literally torn from here up to here, down to here. And it was a big flap like hanging out over here. So it was very distracting. So what we do is I test fit it yesterday. You always got to test fit everything. So what we'll do is you got to figure out where you want to put the seam. I'm probably going to put the seam here in the bottom. But this was pretty nice. This was just something my wife ordered online. And it's real leather. And it's sewn together. It comes with 2 needles and 2 strings. Here's my helper, Elsa. Right? You going to help? Sometimes she does. Sometimes she don't. It's kind of hard to sew without a thumb, though. So I don't think she'll be helping too much. But I'm going to go ahead and test fit this on, show you guys what it looks like, and then get started here. Okay, so this is what it looks like on here fit. I got it nice and fit. I got to make sure, make sure it's where it's... I don't know if that's going to stretch to close in or not. It might. We'll see. But, figure out... I ended up putting this right here. You can put it anywhere you want, I guess, but... you don't want it where your hand's going to be normally, and this is where my hand normally is up here. So I got to figure out where I want to start. Probably going to start the thread like maybe over here. Maybe I'll start it here going this way. They said you don't want to start it right here, so that's too much. You don't want all the action in one place, and you don't want like your knot where your hand is normally. So yeah, so if I start it here, and then it'll end up here because I got 2 of them. So I'll probably keep the truck. I'll probably start the truck and just keep moving the wheel just to make it nice and comfortable and easy. But I'll go ahead and get started here and keep you guys posted as we go. Now the directions, I actually did read the directions. It says to leave 6 inches of thread, so that you can use it to tie the other end. So we're going to leave about 6 inches or so. So
no less than that. Yeah, I left enough to tie it.
Okay. So there we go. We're going to start.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so here we go. A couple of things I noticed so far was I couldn't get this real tight at first. So I just took that 6 inches, wrapped it around, pulled it real tight, and just stuck the needle through there. I could pull it back through when I'm done. But it's and these are dummy stitches they said to do. So, but it's coming along really nice. I'm really liking the way it's going so far. The one problem I keep making is when you come over like this. Okay, when you come over like this, I keep letting it come down here, and then I'll go back through here, and it wraps around the wheel. So when you pull this stitch through, make sure to keep putting it back through the middle. And then it is pretty hard on the fingers to get this pulled really tight, because the motto of the steering wheel company says tight is right. So I'm coming up on this second spoke here, but I wasn't sure how well it would make right here, but it actually turned out real good. Now it said to do the top and the bottom, but I only did the top because I wanted to make sure I got enough thread, because I don't want to run out of this thread. They give me 2 needles worth, but 2 needles worth. So we're gonna go ahead and keep plugging away at this. Maybe I'll turn it on when we're halfway, but don't be afraid to do nothing by yourself, ladies and gentlemen. This it's a little intimidating at first, but it's all about prep work, getting it all prepped and cleaned real good, and then laying out a plan and just executing it. That's all it takes to do this stuff. You can wind up with a custom truck, and I think perfect's boring, by the way. So little imperfections here and there, but knowing that I did it myself is awesome. I enjoy doing stuff myself. Nothing against anybody who has stuff done. I have some stuff done, but there's Buzz. I ended up tightening this nut down. I didn't want to, because I wanted to be able to take him off pretty easy, but I ended up tightening it up pretty good. There's my helper. I don't know what it is about that passenger seat, but my helpers usually like to sleep there a lot.
Really?
Okay. Okay, here we are, a little more than halfway. It doesn't pull all the way tight, but that right there takes an incredible amount of pulling. I mean, it's going to tear your fingers up. You're better kind of off wearing gloves, maybe, if you got some tender hands. But this is how it looks around here. I don't know if you can see that well. But, so, what I did was I come to the end of the first one, and I couldn't really get... It kept... I mean, you can almost pull on this thing, like, super freaking hard, and you won't rip out them eyelets. I haven't ripped any out yet. So, the tighter you pull, the better. And you got to keep going each one. But figure out what you want your stitch to be, and do it exactly the same all the way around. That's the way it's going to look the best. So, I don't know how this knot's going to come through over here, but I'm going to give this a try, and I'll turn you back on when it's done. I broke the first needle by bending it too much. Actually, it was the second needle. I didn't even get to do anything, but this is still the first needle. I'm glad they give me 2. So, okay. That's where we're at so far. It's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. All right. It's all done. All the stitches are the same. I did end up using my glove, and I did end up pulling the string one time, but I like it. It works for me. All the stitches are the same. So it's on there tight. Looks good, feels good. Definitely beats having that flap hanging off of there. So we're going to go ahead and put this stuff on now. This is what it looks like before. My wife went and cleaned all this stuff, wiped it down real good with rubbing alcohol. And we're going to go ahead and do this peel and stick stuff. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like now. And then we'll do an after. Alright, so this, I don't know if I give a good introduction of the product here that we got. This is a Grand General product, and it comes in this package right here. And it's just really peel and stick. There's a protective coating, and then there's a sticky coating. And all you do is you clean it real good with rubbing alcohol on the back, and you just stick it on. It's so simple. But I wanted to show you what it looks like coming out of the package. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like all done. It looks really nice so far. Here it goes. This is what it looks like all done. It fits so nice and clean around there. A friend of mine had done this to his truck, and it looked so nice. This is how it looks. So on this one over here, I definitely managed to look. This could have gone the wrong way, but I saw that the grain was going this way and that way. It's just a little bit lighter than the darker wood, but you know, that I think that's really just because the sun's on it so much right there. But I definitely think it looks really nice. I think it adds a nice extra touch to everything. Definitely keeping it nice and warm is something I would suggest, and definitely making sure everything is super clean. Rub it down with microfiber towel and rubbing alcohol, and you know what it looks like when it's done is just absolutely freaking awesome, I think. So that's what we got for now. If you like my content, give a like and a thumbs up. Tell me what you think about this steering wheel cover. Is that something you guys would like to try on your own? If you don't think it looks all that good, well, if it doesn't look all that good, you can keep that to yourself. It really doesn't bother me none, but I like it, and my wife likes it. So I just wanted to show you guys that you know, this could be done. It's not that hard. Just take your time and read the directions, maybe not, and give it a try. But at the end of the day, do the right thing. It may be harder, but usually the harder way is the right thing. But consider subscribing to my channel, and see you later.